Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be discussing SpaceX Super Heavy and Massive BN4 Prepared. Make sure to watch it until the end, guys. It'll be interesting, so let's get into it. SN16 really arrived at its full height before SN15 took off and was completed by May 10th. From that point forward, the prototype has stayed immaculate, apparently trusting that SpaceX will determine its destiny in lieu of Starship SN15's significant achievement. Eventually, with SN16 presently sitting one next to the other, with SN15 at what will probably turn into a kind of outdoors SpaceX historical center, apparently the organization has decided, given that SN16 was plainly finished. Promptly after SN15's launch and landing, it appeared to be a practical, inevitable product that SN16 would fly. For half a month, it even looked conceivable that SpaceX would endeavor to reuse Starship SN15. Nonetheless, SpaceX seemed to rule against reuse and moved its first flight-demonstrated full-size Starship from the cushion to a plot of land expected to have a future garden for retired SpaceX rockets. Presently, we should discuss the huge advancement SpaceX has made towards its first obvious Super Heavy booster BN4, which has come to the launch site. A couple of days prior, experts introduced 29 Raptor engines on a Super Heavy known as Booster 4 at the SpaceX39 Starbase site, close to the South Texas town of Boca Chica. Also, presently, the organization moved the 230-foot tall or 70 meters Booster 4 from its construction office to the launch site a couple of kilometers not too far off. SpaceX will before long begin exposing Booster 4 to a progression of compression and engine tests. In the event that all works out positively for those preliminaries, the rocket will be ready for an orbital launch endeavor, which could happen within the following few months. Super Heavy is a principal phase of Starship, a completely reusable two-stage transportation framework that SpaceX is creating to convey individuals and cargo to the Moon, Mars, and other far-off objections. NASA, as of late, chose Starship as the crewed lander for the Artemis program, which expects to set up a feasible human presence close by the Moon before the finish of the 2020s. The last Starship spacecraft will have 6 Raptors and 32 of the engines. SpaceX author will probably control the last Super Heavy, CEO Elon Musk said. The booster will launch on an orbital test flight in the coming months if all works out as expected. SpaceX39 first evident Super Heavy booster has come to the launch site. Starship 39 upper stage is a 165-foot tall or 50-meter spacecraft that is likewise known to some degree confusingly as Starship. The last Starship spacecraft will have 6 Raptors, and the last Super Heavy is ultimately expected to use somewhere in the range of 29 and 32 Raptor engines as standard when it is finished. SpaceX organizer and CEO Elon Musk has said the booster estimates 230 feet of stature and 30 feet in breadth and will be utilized to launch SpaceX39 Starship spacecraft, a completely reusable transport framework for interplanetary travel into space and at last to Mars, which is Musk's great objective. Starship spacecraft prototypes have been launched previously. This past May, for instance, a 3-engine vehicle known as SN15 traveled to an extreme altitude of 6.2 miles or 10 kilometers and descended for a protected landing back on Earth. SpaceX performed engine tests every month on Booster 4 and 39 archetype. The 3 Raptor Booster 3, however, no Super Heavy has made headway to date. Booster 4 will change that if all works out as expected. SpaceX plans to launch the rocket, finish off with the SN20 Starship's prototype, from Starbase on an uncrewed orbital test mission. Soon after the launch, Booster 4 will sprinkle down in the Gulf of Mexico, around 20 miles or 32 kilometers seaward. SN20 self-discipline itself to circle, complete one circle all throughout our world, and descend on the Pacific Ocean close to the Hawaiian island of Kauai, around an hour and a half to get together. Next on the plan for SpaceX was the main static fire test of Super Heavy booster BN3. SpaceX has effectively directed a 3-engine test on the 3rd cycle of its Super Heavy booster, one of the critical segments behind its aspirations for interplanetary travel. The testing at the suborbital site will make the way for Booster 4, previously being stacked in the high bay, to take up home at the Orbital Launch Site (OLS), a region that keeps on going through arrangements, including the establishment of the last segment of the Launch Integration Tower. So that was all for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to hit like, share and subscribe to the channel. Also, let us know your thoughts about the video in the comment section.